Midnight Madness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got this midnight to madness.
Midnight Madness. Midnight Madness. Midnight Madness gonna tear you down. Midnight Madness gonna turn you round. Caught in the middle of Midnight Madness.
You got the midnight madness. You're gonna get it, the midnight madness. You're gonna get it, the midnight madness. You're gonna get it, the midnight madness. You're gonna get it.
And now the Midnight Madness Show, where it's always sunny and 82 degrees. Here's your host, the Hillbilly Heartthrob.
Oh, welcome to the Midnight Madness Show. It's Tuesday, one of my favorite nights of the week. We got a great show coming live for you here at the Last Chance Saloon. We do have Mark the DJ Doctor is here. He will be with us momentarily, but we have a great guest tonight, Miss Savanna Chestnut. How you doing tonight, Savanna?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. Why don't you go ahead and start us off with a song, and we'll get into some grilling questions for you.
All right. Sounds good. Well, it was burning season, a hungry glow lit up the midnight sky. I was looking for change, passion and rage. It was time to come alive, and I knew that it was you as soon as your dark eyes met mine. Tell me, baby, did you see the sparks when you put your hand in mine? I'm gonna love you like a prairie fire, burning strong. Feel my heat and my desire. I'll take you over soon enough. Feed my flames with every touch. I'm gonna love you like a prairie fire. Well, you kissed my lips, you pulled me close, surrounded me like smoke. I can't see no other man through your haze, and I can't breathe when you're close. We could see it coming from miles away, but there's nowhere we can go. I'm gonna take your past, turn it all to ash. It's time to let a new love grow. I'm gonna love you like a prairie fire, burning strong. Feel my heat and my desire. I'll take you over soon enough. Feed my flames with every touch. I'm gonna love you like a prairie fire. So burn, baby, burn. Don't you try to hide. Burn, baby, burn. Feel it deep inside. Burn, baby, burn. Don't you try to hide. Burn, baby, feel it deep inside. I'm gonna love you like a prairie fire, burning strong. Feel my heat and my desire. I'll take you over soon enough. Feed my flames with every touch. I'm gonna love you like a prairie fire. the midnight sky.
A great way to start the show. I love your voice. That's one of the first things that I really enjoyed the first time I met you.
Thank you.
Here for the Nashville Night Show a few weeks ago. So I'm glad you came back to fill in the spot.
Yeah, happy to be back.
Yeah. Just in case somebody missed the Nashville Night, why don't you go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself, where you came from.
All right. I'm Savanna Chestnut. I am from Americus, Kansas originally. It's a little town in southeast Kansas, about 800 people roughly. And about 3 years ago, I moved to Nashville, and I've just kind of been working on my music career since then. I recently signed a record deal with a small independent label in Kansas City, and so I'm actually moving back towards home in about a week, so it's exciting.
We're glad we caught you when we did that. We do want to do a quick shout out to Brian. How you doing out there in Pulaski, Brian?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
Absolutely wonderful. There is a phone number that everybody can call in if you have a question for Savanna. The number here for the Midnight Madness Show is 845-584-1067. Again, that's 845-584-1067. And feel free to give a shout out to Savanna, let her know you're listening, and go from there. So, influences. What's some of your influences?
There's a lot. I grew up listening to a lot of 90s country. Lately, I get really into like Pistol Annies, Miranda Lambert, Casey Musgraves, Brandy Clark. Some of those female writers are really underrated. They're amazing. Really like Eric Church. Yeah, just some of those really strong writers. Those are kind of my favorites.
Those are all some great names you just mentioned.
Yeah.
I don't do much of this new country, but the ones you've mentioned, the ones you've mentioned, I like. 90s to me is the last great decade for country.
Yeah, agreed. My heart's kind of always been with that more old twangy sound, the steel guitars and fiddle and all that.
Everything's the same cliches anymore. How many times you write about Daisy Dukes and pickup trucks and all this? Every
Same
song.
thing over and over again.
So, you got a record deal.
I sure did.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's kind of been the dream forever. So to be able to say that I have one now is really, really cool. They're basically going to produce a couple albums for me, and it won't cost me anything. They're going to help with promotions, booking, all the work that I was kind of trying to do all by myself up until now. I'm going to have some help with. And it's a really big step forward. I'm really happy to say that I was given the opportunity. And I'm actually I'm also getting ready to open for Tanya Tucker in about a couple weeks.
Well, that's
March
great.
3rd.
That's great.
Yeah, I'm really excited. She's such a legend. She's so amazing, and it's going to be such an honor to be able to open up for her.
If you need
It's
a cheap
really
roadie,
cool.
I know we can find one.
Oh yeah.
Works very, very cheap. Food. Food. Thanks over there. Why don't you go ahead and play us another song?
Sure. A little bit about this next one. My father was a mechanic, so he kind of inspired it. But it's about a simple man and how he tries to solve problems. And it's called The Mechanic. Ernest is a good old boy who runs the shop on Fifth, works on cars and bikes and diesels. There ain't much that he can't fix. He's been doing this forever. For him it all just clicks. Friends have called him Mr. Fix-It ever since he was a kid. But it's been a year now since she left, and he don't understand. The woman's heart was too complex for this blue-collar man. So you'll find him underneath the hood where everything makes sense. Trying to rebuild what's been broken with a flashlight and a wrench. Well, their love, it was a limit. There was always something wrong. But Lord knows he put in the labor, tried like hell to keep them going. But the tires, they got bald, and the fuses all were fried, and they drove many long, hard miles when the engine finally died. And it's been a year now since she left, and he don't understand. The woman's heart was too complex for this blue-collar man. So you'll find him underneath the hood where everything makes sense, trying to rebuild what's been broken with a flashlight and a wrench. And the shop lights buzz around him, there smells of oil and grease. The only place where life is simple is right where he wants to be. 'Cause it's been a year now since she left, and he don't understand. The woman's heart was too complex for this blue-collar man. So you'll find him underneath the hood where everything makes sense, trying to rebuild what's been broken with a flashlight and a wrench. Ernest climbs into the Pontiac he's been working on all day, and he smiles as it starts right up soon as he turns the key. He stands to watch the taillights fade as the owner drives away, and yells, "Boys, it's time to close up. I'm calling it a day. Yeah, boys, it's time to close up. That's enough for today." Thank you.
Website or anything that people can start buying your material at this point?
I do. I have a website, savannahchestnutmusic.com. I also have a Facebook page that can be followed, Savanna Chestnut Music. YouTube. I have the demo, Trailer Park Queen, out on iTunes, and it's also on Spotify and Pandora now. So there's lots of places to listen to my stuff if you're interested.
Some great stuff. Everything I've heard so far I like.
Thank you.
And I did some more research on you.
Oh, you did?
Oh, yeah.
I hope you didn't find anything bad.
That's my secret. No, everything that I've heard so far I like. And I'm looking forward to hearing the first album when it comes out. I'll be the first in line to buy it.
It's almost done. It should only be another month or so. Just gotta get up to Kansas City and finish up that studio time and get it finished.
Now, you say you're headed up there next week, correct?
Yep, that'll be the official moving day, Tuesday. So.
Oh, a week from today.
Yeah, exactly a week.
Wow. How many songs on the first album?
It's gonna be 10 or 11, I think. I think it's 10.
Well, hello, DJ Doctor.
Good morning. How are we doing?
That's great.
Life is grand. Love the bar business. Yeah. We have a good time at Last Chance Saloon. Sometimes people have a little bit too much fun, and we just have to call it the night on them, so they had to go home. So, welcome to Last Chance Saloon Midnight Madness Show. Bless his heart.
It's that time of night.
Just that time of night, so. Whew.
You've missed two great songs.
I heard the end of the one when I was coming in. Yeah, I heard that. Great voice.
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Great voice. So I'll let you go on. I'll figure out where you left off or where you're at. And
I will catch you up real quick.
That'll work.
She's from a town of about 800 people. She just got a recording contract in a little independent label in Kansas City.
Outstanding.
Her first album will be out very soon.
Awesome.
And she wrote a song about a mechanic.
A mechanic.
Yeah, I did.
Now, that's what you.
They don't get enough attention anymore.
Yeah, that's right.
So.
I'm having bad luck with automobiles, so I've had to use mechanics quite often. Harold being one of them, who's right back here shooting pool tonight. Help me out with the automobile issue.
On your new one already?
Well, we knew I got a heck of a deal on a 2001 Ford Explorer. Heck of a deal. Couldn't pass it up. But it had a couple of issues, and he said, well, here's what I could do. And I thought, well, we went ahead and bought it, and then he fixed the issues. So we got one more little thing we got to fix on it, and I think we'll be good to go.
Besides the driver?
Besides the driver's messed up. He's done. Can't help that. But so anyways, I'm glad I'm back on, so we'll pick up where we left off. Why don't you finish your line of questioning? We'll let her get a song, and I'll get my wits together. Figure out what I'm supposed to ask.
I don't even know where I'm at anymore.
That doesn't surprise me. Did we thank Chris from HeatFMRadio.com?
We have not. Go ahead and do that.
Well, hey, Chris from HeatFM.com, HeatFMRadio.com. We're glad they're listening to us. They're spreading the word out there in, radio land, the internet via New York area. So
it's nice to have, little help and some brothers out there.
Yes. Well, it all helps spread the word. So, like I say, even when we have people that's been on the radio with us before, in the past, like Rachel Lipsky, she didn't have the listening help that Chris and his group has provided for. So sometimes we kind of start over a little bit. So some of our regular listeners might hear the same story a couple times from the artist, but we want them to hear fresh.
Still great stories.
It's always great stories.
Yes.
So, well, why don't we let Savanna do another song, and then we'll kind of get my wits together, and we'll go on and
Good
have
luck
fun.
with that.
That's called Lost Cause. Savannah's going, why am I here with these guys? So, Savanna, you got a song you want to play for us?
I do. I have another one that I wrote about the one coworker we all have that complains too much.
That's him right here.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I am an angel.
The
Y'all have
heartthrob.
such a horrible job.
Yeah.
Honestly, I kind of wrote it almost geared towards myself a little bit because I waitress in downtown Nashville, and I haven't liked it for a while. I have a really great staff. The people that work there are just amazing, but it's just a lot of high traffic and a lot of annoying customers. So I got into the habit of complaining too much my own, and kind of wrote this song because of that a little bit.
Okay.
So, it's called Save the Tears. Well, I've been working like a dog all day. I didn't sleep till 4 o'clock, in at 8. My feet are throbbing and I can't think straight. But you ain't gonna catch me taking no breaks. Well, I've been listening to you whine and moan. Say you're feeling too tired and you wanna go home. You want a shoulder to cry on, it's clear. But it ain't mine, honey, I'm working here. Life is hard and it ain't fair, but it goes on for years and years and years and years. So give a little blood, give a little sweat, and save the tears. Sweetie, bills ain't gonna pay themselves, so you can hold out your hand for help, or you can bet your future on the lottery. But you'll have better luck working hourly. That's reality. Life is hard and it ain't fair, but it goes on for years and years. So give a little blood, give a little sweat, and save the tears. Ooh, 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 yeah, yeah. So either go on home or get out of my way. I got too much left to do today. You know you ain't the only one that feels this way. Every working soul feels the same pain. 'Cause life is hard and it ain't fair, but it goes on for years and years and years and years. So give a little blood, give a little sweat, and save the tears. I'll say it one more time just so we're clear. Give a little blood, give a little little sweat and save the tears. Thank you.
Another great song, Savanna, great song. Real quick, I'm going to touch on a couple things that's happening with the radio station and things in the upcoming weeks. Of course, this Sunday will be our vinyl show. We'll start at 11 o'clock. We'll be spinning records from the 50s and 60s era, both in country and rock and roll, for 8 hours. Brian, is Heat FM going to be involved again this month?
Yes.
Awesome. So we'll be on both Heat FM and WFMC jams. We're going to have a ball. Like this month again will be 50s and 60s. We'll go ahead and do the 70s the following month and the 80s the month after that. So.
Well, it's fun.
Oh, yeah, we have a great time. And then March 10th, we have the Johnny Moore Tribute Show. If you want tickets for that, again, they are available through the website www.palacetheatercrossville.com, or you can call the Palace Theater at 931-484-6133. Again, that's 931-484-6133. And we want request tickets for the staff band, a tribute to Johnny Moore. The tickets are $12 a piece. It's a great lineup. Anthony Woodbright, Parker Presley, Johnny G. Moore, and myself will be the lineup for the show. And it's a tribute to a country music legend. He was signed to Star Day back in the 50s. And we are going to air it live as it happens on WFMC Jams Radio. Live from the Palace Theater in Crossville, Tennessee. So hopefully y'all can come out and watch some of that and hang out with us and have a good time. And if you're in the area Saturday night, the 25th, my band will be performing here at the Last Chance Saloon. So come on out and have a good time with us here. About 4 hours worth of music. A little bit of country, a little bit of southern rock and roll thrown in there, and some originals. So come out and have a good time with us. Savanna, what's next for you? Where's your next venue to play and things like that?
I think the next thing that I have in the books is that Tanya Tucker concert. I had to give myself a few weeks to allow time to move and everything. After Tanya Tucker, I've got a few shows coming up in the Kansas City area. I'm having trouble remembering where all of them are at the moment, but most of them are in the vicinity of Kansas City, just to kind of get my name out there. In that area at first for a little while, and then I'll probably plan a tour through the Midwest a little bit later in the year.
And she'll forget all about us by the time she gets there, which is all right.
No, not at all.
Next place we'll see here is on the Grammys.
Whatever.
No, that's great. That's wonderful. We're very happy for you. Looking forward to hearing the album as it comes out. And now, is the EP that you've already got going to be part of that first album, or?
Nope, that's just a whole separate thing on its own. That's been out for a couple years now, so I feel like everyone that follows me at this point's kind of already heard those songs. So, new albums, completely fresh songs. A couple of the songs I played tonight are on there. That Mechanic song, I think that's the only one so far that's going to be on it. But yeah,
that's great. That's great.
Yeah. It's going to be nice to have something else out there to show people. So.
Right. And when you go vinyl, let me know. I'll be glad to be the first one to buy that.
Of course.
So, Tanya Tucker, that's going to be a huge thing for you.
Absolutely, yeah. It was this local theater back home. It's called the Emporia Granada Theater. And I actually opened for Granger Smith there when I was in high school, kind of before he had his hit on the radio just recently. That was like 4 or 5 years ago, maybe.
You're making me feel old if you only been in high school 4 years ago.
And they asked me, or actually I think I asked them if I could come back and open for Restless Heart 2 or 3 years ago. And this time they came to me, which made me feel kind of good, and asked me to open for her. So, yeah, it'll be my 3rd time back, and every time it's been a really cool experience. So
that would be, yeah. I got asked to open one time for Waylon, but then he got sick, so I wasn't able to do that show.
Oh.
One of those things.
Gosh, yeah.
Why don't you play us a song off the album coming up?
All right. Let's see. Which one of these is on there?
Maybe I should.
I have a big long list, and I tend to. Okay, yeah. All right. So a few years ago, my friend tagged me in a Facebook post, and it said, I wrote a country song for my ex, and it's called "I've Been Missing You, but My Aim's Getting Better." And she said, Savanna Chestnut wrote a song about this, and I thought, well, actually, that is a really good idea for a country song. So I tried to find a way to interpret it, or to put it into a song for a couple years, and I finally came up with something, and it's called "She's Been Missing Him." Well, he left her Sunday morning for some 20-something model, packed his things and drove off in that damn new Silverado. No tears in his eyes, and no sorry, no goodbye. In his selfish midlife crisis, she was the last thing on his mind. But in his rush to run off on his so-called boring wife, there was one thing he forgot. Yeah, one thing he left behind. She wore a grim smile when she found it, wiped the tears from her eyes. 'Cause in a shoebox in the closet was his price, 45. She's been missing him, but her aim's getting better, and hell hath no fury like a scorned woman with a revolver. Now the bullets left the barrel, the damage is done. Well, she's got him in the crosshairs if she sees him. Ooh, he better run. Now if you drive just south of town, you hear the shots from miles around. There's only little bits and pieces of their wedding photos to be found. There ain't no one silver bullet for her heartache right now, but she's got 6 loaded in and 50 extra rounds. And she's been missing him, but her aim's getting better, and hell hath no fury like a scorned woman with a revolver. Now the bullets left the barrel, the damage is done. Well, she's got him in the crosshairs if she sees him. Ooh, he better run. Well, he's forgotten their vows, but she took them to heart, for better or worse, until death do us part. And she's been missing him, but her aim's getting better, and hell hath no fury like a scorned woman with a revolver. Now the bullets left the barrel, the damage is done. Well, she's got him in the crosshairs if she sees him. Ooh, he better run, run, run. Yeah, boy, you better run.
Now, last time Savanna was on the show, she was with Randy on Nashville Night,
Right.
and I commented on her guitar. I mean, I was running around like chicken with the head cut off, and I saw the guitar, and I thought, ooh, nice guitar. Sounds great. mean,
I
sounds
love
great.
this guitar. It's a shame I can't play no better, but it's a pretty guitar at least.
You,
It's got a
you
nice
sound wonderful. You sound wonderful. It's a good guitar. So how long you been playing guitar?
Playing guitar probably longer than I want to admit, since I should be like really good by now. But I don't know. I learned when I was like 12 or 13.
12 or 13.
I took a couple
so it was 4 years
lessons.
ago.
Just a couple of years. Yeah.
I
Good
took a
call.
couple years. I took it for a couple years, and then I kind of immediately forgot everything except for how to do major chords.
Right.
Which honestly is all I needed anyways, because I wanted to go into country music. So that's really all we need. Right?
That's all you need. 3 chords,
That's
maybe
right.
4.
It really is G, C, and D. That's all you need to know.
Yeah. Well, you know how many songs are written in just those 3 chords?
A
I
million.
mean, Google search it, and there's hundreds and hundreds of hits, big hits in those 3 chords. So
Absolutely.
In both rock and country.
yes, I mean it's amazing. So yeah, learn G, D, and C, and you're on your way to stardom, right?
Yeah.
Just that easy.
If you want to do 50s, though, you got to do C, A minor, D, and G.
Or if you want to do the Beatles, you got to do stuff. You got to have
Every
an extra
now and then
digit.
you throw some
Yeah.
minor chords in there.
Yeah.
So,
but it's usually the same minor chords too. So.
Yeah.
Now, do you play any other instruments or guitar?
Just guitar. I wanted to learn harmonica, and my family bought me a few years ago for Christmas, and then they got stolen. My guitar actually got stolen at one point with my case, and it had the
Uh-oh.
harmonicas in it. And the guitar itself made its way back to me, but none of the rest of it ever did. So
How in the world did the guitar make it back and nothing else?
this group of kids from this neighborhood stole my guitar out of my truck, and we put the word out that we'd give so-and-so $20 if they found it. And of course that kid showed up. He was like this 12-year-old boy, showed up next day with the guitar and was, "Is this the one you were talking about?" And acting like he didn't know where he said he found it in a park, and we were like, whatever.
Yeah. So you give him the $20 and go out and whoop his butt afterwards.
Well, we gave him the $20 hoping he would like bring back the rest of the stuff, but he got scared and never came back. So and now I paid a thief $20 to give me my stuff back. So
Yeah. At least you got the
$20
main
to buy
part
your
back.
stuff back.
right,
You got the
yeah.
main part back. That's good.
Yeah, for sure.
Wow. But you lost a truck, huh?
What's that?
You said you lost. It was in your truck.
It was in my truck. Yeah.
Did they steal the truck too?
No, the truck got left unlocked.
Oh.
My friend left my door unlocked, and they just reached in there and took a bunch of stuff. They took my GPS and some other stuff too.
Oh wow.
But,
That's too bad.
Yeah, I don't think they knew how to hotwire a vehicle. So.
But you're not a true musician until you have something stolen or broken from the mass public. You know.
Oh man, yeah.
I think it happens to every major artist. They've had horror stories about stuff. I had a whole set of drums stolen in a little town in Iowa. Yeah, we won't mention that because, Iowa. Every time I hear this name of this town, I just want to burn. But whole stage full of gear. We play Friday night, come back Saturday for a sound check. Whole stage full of gear except my drums. They took everything but my drums. Oh, they took only my drums, left everything else. I'm sorry. My drums were completely gone. A John Bonham Vista Lake kit, 1,500 made in the United States at that time, and just gone. So I was not happy guy. So we all have gotten stuff stolen or broken.
I lost a guitar. It fell on his face. And
We
broke.
saw that twice, I think. Didn't it do it twice?
Yeah, it happened twice.
Big Mike Griffin repaired it the first time.
The second time, there was no repairing it.
We just shot it. Needs to go get a broken leg. So, well, good. Anything coming up? We got the vinyl show next week, don't we?
Vinyl show Sunday.
This coming Sunday.
Yeah.
Wow, it's coming fast.
We're playing Saturday night
We're playing Saturday night here on our stage.
on our stage. Yeah.
Jason Adams, The Last Chance. Should be fun. I've told a lot of people at the nursing home.
All right.
Tell them, come on out, but don't break a leg. No, my dad's still in the nursing home. He's got a few things that's got to be done, and hopefully he'll be home by end of March is what it looks like. Just got a couple of little eye surgeries, cataracts to be removed, and we wanted to stay in there for recovery of that, and then he'll get to come home. He can come home tonight if we wanted him to, but it's just hard to care for him yet, especially with surgeries, and I want them to be done. So he'll get to come home about March. But all the nurses and all the people that are working in there, the nurse practitioners and the techs and stuff, told them all about it. So they all know I play music. So there's another music man that's in the building there. So he makes sure he tells everybody to come on out to the bar. So we had 7 of them here the other night, Thursday night.
Oh, yeah. You had the male strippers here Thursday.
Yeah, we had the male strippers here. So we had some of the...
You guys had a male strip show here?
Yeah, Jason and I, we performed.
Oh.
We made $7.
Oh, woo.
Not each.
Popular
$7.
guys.
Please go away.
Please put your clothes back
It
on.
was not good. There's groups out there called Chippendales and Magic Mike and the Hunks. Jason and I, we started one called the Chunks.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And we made
Well, there's all kinds of fetishes out there.
No,
so,
actually,
I mean,
the
it
first
can work
time,
for anyone.
the first time we had the male strippers, I made money.
Yeah, Chippendales. You made money that night.
Yes.
So you guys have had them out here more than once.
Yeah, they've been here 3 times.
Do you get a good crowd when they come out?
Oh,
here?
yeah, it was packed.
That's
full
hilarious.
Of school teachers,
I believe
nurses.
it.
Oh, man, it was wild.
I went to a show like that in Dixon, Tennessee one time in a really small bar, and it was packed full of just.
Oh, yeah. It brings out all
You can't
the
walk
ladies.
through here.
Yeah, it's packed.
It's
And the girls scream and they holler. It's a lot of fun. Our biggest point is we want them to come in and see it's not the same old Last Chance that it used to be.
right.
And they come
now
in here
it
and
has
they go,
naked guys in it, so
yeah.
it's not the same.
Now
at all anymore.
we got naked men and come on down.
Hey, that's not funny.
It's not funny.
Few weeks ago, we had 2 young ladies here, and I asked them coming back the next day for karaoke. And they said, no. I said, tell you what, if you come back and sing, I'll wear a Speedo.
Well, they're not coming back.
They did come back.
Oh,
And they walked up to me and said, we're here to sing. Where's the Speedo?
and thank God you were just joshing with them. I hope.
Oh, yeah. But they wouldn't let up all night long. Where's the Speedo?
Can we put Jason in the Speedo and put him on the Facebook page?
No.
No? Okay.
No.
You're the one who keeps talking about it.
No guy looks
We're
good.
trying to gain customers, not losing, right, Randy?
Thanks,
Yeah.
Randy. I appreciate that.
Yeah, you'll be banned from the East Coast. Chris out there will say, no, we're not going to take these guys on anymore. So, well, good. How long you been songwriting?
I think I started writing songs when I was about 10 or 11. It was before I learned how to play guitar, because I used to just come up with melodies in my head and write them down in my diary or something, and I called it a song. Half the time it was the exact same tune as a song that I'd heard on the radio, because I didn't really know what I was doing. But as soon as I learned how to play guitar, I guess is kind of when they started getting better.
Right.
But yeah, for a really long time I've been songwriting.
So do you listen to other artists and singer-songwriters or groups and kind of listen to them, rip them off a little bit, make it your own, or you just... I know guys that don't listen to anything on the radio. They don't want to be influenced.
And I kind of do the same thing. I don't listen to anything on mainstream radio other than to just kind of see what the new trend is.
Right.
And it usually isn't anything that I want to hear ever again.
Right.
But I listen to, like, I have custom Pandora stations and stuff that I listen to with, those really strong writers. I was mentioning him before, Casey Musgraves, Brandy Clark.
Okay. And I'm sure she's got WFMCJams.com on her
Yes, I'm sure she
TuneIn
does.
app. And she's listening. But see, that's...
Although we're going to start playing her, so she might actually start doing that.
Well, there you go.
But I try not to sound like anybody. I just want to sound like me. So,
Right. So have you been compared to anybody?
Honestly, it's dependent on the night. Every now and then I get, as far as songwriting goes, I'll get Casey Musgraves, which I'm okay with. I don't want it to sound like I'm trying to be her. I do like her a lot.
Right.
But I don't want us to have the exact same sound, which I don't think that we do. I think mine's like a little bit more traditional country and hers might be a little more folky.
Right.
And then sometimes, like, if I'm singing a higher pitched song, somebody will say Alison Krauss or something, and she's great too. So it's always a compliment no matter what. I mean, they're great musicians, so.
Well, I'm going to throw a legend at you that you just kind of remind me of a legend early in her day, although your style is different.
Yeah.
But your vocal is a young Dolly Parton.
Oh, God. Well, that's a big compliment. 'Cause
A
she's
little
pretty
bit,
great.
a little bit. Am I right there, David? Does she sound a little bit like Dolly Parton? Just a little bit? Has that semblance to it?
Yeah.
See, I'm not the only one.
He's
That's
like,
all right.
nah.
But you make it yours, though. It's not like you're trying to copy her.
Oh, yeah, that's Dolly's relative back here. Andy.
No, Dolly, Andy, are you related to Dolly any way or another? Yes. He said yes. He shook his head, said yes. So that's your second cousin, third cousin, or something? Fourth cousin. So we have a member of the Parton family here, and he says you sound a little bit like her. So,
That's okay. I get compared to Tiny Twim.
yes, and not because your vocals either, just the way you look.
Oh, that's terrible. Oh, that's terrible.
Oh no, I don't think I'd ever want to be compared to Tiny Tim. Although he was on the Johnny Carson show a lot, and made money, and
He got married on Johnny Carson's.
yes, to Miss Vicky. Why'd I remember that? That stuff Randy remembers. Miss Vicky. He says no. He don't know that.
He didn't like Tiny Tim.
Oh, but I bet if we talk about Samantha Fox, we'll come up with dates and times. Yeah, she was a model. Oh, man. Let's flash back to that vinyl show. 80s pop singer.
Wait, which hits did she have? Because I listen to 80s music quite a bit.
None.
80s pop music, my favorite.
Touch Me, yeah.
Touch Me, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
My mom, no, she wouldn't do a thing like that.
All bought it for the 45 sleeve. That's all it was.
Yeah.
And for those of you at home not watching this, Randy was dancing the 80s style dance. That was classic.
There you go.
So we got to get the video thing back, the video card on the screen. I miss Brian. Brian, you there tonight?
He's here.
Okay. We got to get this video card because Brian does masterful work on the video screen up there when we start talking like this. We haven't had a Betty White reference in a while, but we could have had a Betty White, Samantha Fox reference right there. I could see it. Oh. So we get this video card thing working, maybe. Yes. It'd be great. Put Savanna right up there with him.
There you go. There you go.
I don't know if that's a compliment from what you just said.
Well,
I don't know how I feel about that now.
2 out of 3 ain't bad. I'll just be nice there. So, but anyways,
I did first thing, but I would give it out again, actually. Yeah, I could see that happening.
you want to jump on and talk to us.
The number here again, if you want to call in and save this show, is 845-584-1067.
Again?
Again, that's 845-584-1067.
Order now and you get a Ginsu knife absolutely free. All right, you won't get a Ginsu knife. That's another commercial. I like that Propel pocket fisherman thing they used to do. But so anyways, why don't we get back to another song?
That'd be a good idea.
Cleanse the palate here because we kind of got off base a little bit. Savannah, why don't you bust out another song here? So are we getting close to the top of the hour that we got to say something?
We got another 15 minutes.
Another 15 minutes, okay.
Okay.
Just go ahead and give us a tune you'd like to do.
I got a brand new one I want to try out.
Okay.
So if I mess it up or something, don't judge me. But it's kind of a song I wrote about this tight knit group of friends I grew up with. My dad wasn't really around when I was a kid, and I didn't have any brothers or anything, so I really didn't have any male influence up until like high school when I got really close with this group of boys, and they were my best friends, and they kind of helped me through. High school wasn't very much fun for me, so they kind of helped me through it, and they kind of showed me the difference between like good guys and jerks. So. This song is called Thank God for Good Old Boys, and it's got a little piece of all of them in it, so it's kind of special to me. He's got kind eyes and a farm tan, calls everybody but or friend, wears the same hat damn near every day. Talks too much about his pickup truck and how he's gonna fix it up. And when he dresses up, he's still wearing jeans. And he holds the door and lends a hand. If something's broke, then he's your man. Everybody says that he's just like his dad. And he drinks black coffee as he watches the news and bitches about liberal views. The biggest and most stubborn heart in town. But thank God there's still good old boys around. A sweet smile and rough hands, a trash bin full of Bud Light cans, and he just might be George Strait's biggest fan. He's an old soul from a different day, don't fit into this digital age, but no matter what, he's just a call away. And he sees the world in black and white. What's wrong is wrong, what's right is right. Never been impressed by those big city lights. He don't dream of fortune or dream of fame, just making good for the family name. Sticks to his roots and he stands his ground. But thank God there's still good old boys around. 'Cause he holds the door and lends a hand. If something's broke, then he's your man. Everybody says that he's just like his dad. And he drinks black coffee as he watches the news and bitches about liberal views. The biggest and most stubborn heart in town. And he sees the world black and white. What's wrong is wrong, what's right is right. Never been impressed by those big city lights. He don't dream of fortune or dream of fame, just making good for the family name. Sticks to his roots and he stands his ground. But thank God there's still good old boys around. Yeah, thank God there's still good old boys. Thank God for good old boys. Thank God there's still good old boys around. Thank you.
Now, Savanna, I got to say, I wish you the absolute best with your career.
Thank you.
I can see you going very far.
I would like to. We'll see what happens.
If we can get that traditional light turned back onto the radio, we'll get you on there.
I think it's coming back around.
I
Chris
think it will.
Stapleton's
I think it
popular right now. John Party's got a little bit more of that traditional kick to him, so I think it's coming back a little
I think
bit.
it needs to.
It definitely needs
Need to have a new Randy Travis come back and save the day.
Oh, man, yeah, he's the greatest. I love him.
I had a question just went right out of my head.
Completely forgot about it, huh?
Yeah,
It's all good.
yeah.
I'm glad that you guys asked me to come back out here. This is fun. I love little bars like this. It kind of reminds me of home a little bit, so.
Well, I'm glad I was able to catch you before you actually moved. So
Yeah, me too.
I knew I wanted to get you on here, and this kind of all worked out very well for us, actually.
I'm sure that anybody out there listening right now has probably already been here, but if you haven't, you should definitely come to the Last Chance Saloon. It's a cool place. Really, really friendly atmosphere, cheap beer, nice people. So
We try to be. I mean, well, you sit back and you look at the Middle Tennessee area, and of course Nashville is Nashville. It's the home of everything, home of country music, and it's always very, very busy. But here in this little bitty rural area, we have the Last Chance Saloon, and we have music here almost every night. We do the 2 radio shows on Tuesdays. Thursday we have a live jam, and then Friday, of course, is karaoke, and then Saturday's a live band and no cover charge.
I bet you guys get a good crowd on the weekends too.
We do. The whole place fills up. I wish we could get better crowds for our Tuesday night radio shows.
People got to work in the morning, but they can always listen at home or on the way home from work or something. Not always fun to party on the weeknights.
We have a shout out from Elkhart, Indiana. Keith says hello from Michiana Homegrown Talent Radio. His last name is Keith Thews, Thews, Keith.
Hey, Keith.
Not yet. It's somebody we've been talking to. We'll see what happens. So, again, thank you, Keith, for the shout out, and we will hope to be talking to you again soon. Again, real quick thank you to Brian for all his hard work there in Pulaski, doing a great job for us. on everything between the Nashville Night, Midnight Madness, and the Commodore shows. He is by far one of the greatest people that you're going to run into as far as engineers go, and we're pleased to have him as part of the station. So thanks again, Brian, for all your hard work. All right, let's get another text. We have another shout out to Sherry Bowles. So shout out to her as well. She's listening.
Hey, Sherry.
And, we're coming up to the top of the hour. Let's go ahead and run that commercial spot. What's that? Yes. Oh, here's another shout out for Jan Hawk. Well, I hope I'm pronouncing these correct.
Howdy, Jan.
Okay, Brian, if you're ready to run a commercial now, we're ready.
You're listening to Music City's finest on the Nashville Songwriters Radio Network, NSRNlive.com. Back to the real entertainment on the Midnight Madness Show. And we don't mean the hillbilly heartthrob.
That's correct. I thought maybe you had something to say. You walked right up there like you was going to say something. Okay. Rockin' Randy.
Yeah. Samantha, you were on just a few months back. Was it kind of at the end of summer, beginning of fall? I can't remember, but I do remember it was a great show. And now we got our little intros here. Producer Brian gave us the intros, and we're on a couple of different stations here now. But I missed this because I had to go record my radio segment outside. You're from Kansas originally.
Uh-huh.
I remember when you were on last time on the Nashville Night Show, you talked about being in the city setting of Nashville after being in the wide open Kansas setting. How was that for a young woman as yourself to come here? Never really, if I remember right, you said you never really been that far from home. And not only were you that far from home, it was just two different worlds, wasn't it, to come to hustle and bustle, crowded Nashville. And not only do you do that, you work downtown where it's the most crowdedness. It had to be a shock to the system for a Kansas girl, didn't it?
Absolutely. I definitely had a lot of hard lessons to learn. Like we were talking about earlier, with a lot of different things got stolen, including my guitar. I got a bunch of parking tickets, things like that. I had to learn how to do a lot of things that I didn't know about. I'd never rode a city bus before. I didn't know how that worked. There's just like a lot of things. And aside from just, it's such a big and crazy place. It can be really fun, but it's also really intimidating for somebody who doesn't know the area. And I didn't know anybody when I got there, so it was scary. I mean, it was fun though. I'm glad I did it, and I'll never regret my time in Nashville. But I'm definitely really excited to be getting back to Kansas. And the house that we're going to be living in, it's out on 40 acres. It's this little farmhouse, 2-bedroom, cheap rent. It's going to be great. I'm really excited.
Now, how are you, the you of now that's going back home, different from the you that left Kansas a couple of years ago? If you could tell yourself something, or look at yourself then and now, how would you say you were different? How much have you grown on this Nashville journey? musically and otherwise?
So much. I don't think my songs were I don't think they were half as good as they are now. I actually like what I write now. And before, when I wrote a song, it was okay. You know, I had friends and family that enjoyed listening to it, but I didn't really like the songs myself. And I actually enjoy playing them now. And I feel like I've gotten a lot better. I feel like I've learned a lot about the business. And just in general, I think I don't know, I feel like I kind of learned how to handle everything a lot better. When you're kind of forced into things on your own, not that I wasn't always kind of more independent anyways. You could ask my mom. I think I made her want to beat her head against the wall for most of my teenage years. But I don't know. I feel I had a lot of challenges thrown my way that I feel like after facing them, I can kind of face anything now. So I'm kind of taking that back with me, and I'm getting a little break for a while back where life is kind of easier.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. A little bit. So.
Why don't you go ahead and play one of those songs?
All right. So, speaking of home, when I first got to Tennessee, I wrote a couple different missing home songs, and this is one of them. It's called Sirens and Streetlights. I miss the place that I call home, where the fireflies roam and the stars all glow. Only kind of life that I'd ever known. Well, these boots weren't meant for this hard cement, but they're sure wearing down from the places I've been, you know. It ain't enough just talking to my family on the phone. And I said, hey, won't somebody please take me home? And I said, hey, sirens and streetlights just ain't good for my soul, no good for my soul. Well, this city's full of life, and it's full of busy streets, but it's hard to find a single soul around like me. I wonder if I'm trying to be something I'll never be. But I came here for the long haul, so I'm filling my nights up with cheap alcohol, trying to keep my mind off what I'm missing out on. And I said, please take me home. And I said, sirens and streetlights just ain't good for my soul, no good for my soul. I loved a real sweet boy, love of my life, pride and joy. I promised him forever and a day. Well, either you were supposed to come or I was supposed to stay, but we sure didn't see it going down this way. Well, I hope you're doing okay. It sure be good to see your face. Please
great song. Producer Brian has something to say.
Okay, what does Brian have to say?
Yeah.
Barely.
Okay, well, I got a crappy mic.
Well, we'll put one on the budget for you. How you doing, Brian?
I'm doing great. How are you doing, Mr. DJ Doctor?
I'm doctoring. I'm doing what I can. Doing what I can. So, are you going to come up, Brian, Sunday for the show, for the vinyl show, or are you going to be doing this via satellite?
No, I think I'm going to be up there this Sunday. Looks like a pretty good probability for that.
What about Saturday night? Are you going to come out and watch the Jason Adams and the Last Chance Band play, or?
Not a chance, man. I heard a lot of bad stuff about that band.
Yeah. Yeah. It's going to be rough. We should have a good time that night. Should
If
be
you
good.
could only find a good singer, we'd have a good band.
That's really all we're looking for. So if we got any good singers, Savanna would be great for your band. She'd be great. We just push you off the side and let her front the band. But have you ever played with a band before?
I have. I do. I play with bands a little bit here and there whenever
Yeah.
situation calls for it.
Original stuff or cover stuff or
Both. Yeah.
Both? Mm-hmm. Okay. If I went to your car and pulled out a CD, what would it be?
Samantha Fox.
Probably.
There's Samantha Fox. No. That's why we like Brian so much.
Well, actually, at the moment, I have this one song I keep listening to over and over again. It's a Bruce Springsteen song. It's Hungry Heart.
Really?
So that's an 80s hit.
Yeah.
Yes. There you go, Randy.
That's kind of been my jam lately. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. What was the one that he had Courtney Cox on? Was that it? Courtney Cox on the video? Dancing in the Dark. That's it. Yeah.
Courtney Cox was in the Dancing in the Dark video?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, that's when he pulled her off out of the crowd and they were dancing on stage. That was Courtney Cox.
Oh, I have to watch that video.
Yep, she had really short hair then.
Yeah.
Okay, Brian, do you want to say what you wanted to say real quick?
Yeah, I don't know if y'all caught this or not.
Dead air.
But,
Well spoken.
oh, it helps if I hit the right key. Sorry about that. I don't know if y'all caught this earlier, but Randy called her Samantha Fox. Or not Fox, but Samantha.
Samantha Fox?
You sat down, you did call her Samantha instead of Savannah.
You did call me Samantha. Yeah,
You had Samantha on the brain.
That's kind of a compliment. That's kind of a compliment in its own way. You have more talent, let's just say.
There you go.
Yeah, more talent. Jasmine?
I've been called worse. I was married once.
Yeah, yeah.
You're okay.
Well, it's easy to do when you get names all mixed up. Poor old Lee, I call him everything but the right name.
Right.
I ain't even going to try it now because I'm going to say it wrong right off the bat.
Right. All right, let's go ahead and play one more to close the show out, and we'll.
All right. Well, this is an older one. I had a request for Trailer Park Queen a little bit ago from
All right.
Andy, so I guess I'll play that one for him since this is the only request I've got all night, so I might as well.
All right. This is for you, Andy.
This is Trailer Park Queen. Well, the girls round here don't like me much. They say my jeans are too tight and my shirt's low cut. I got fake blonde hair and a rusty truck. You know the girls round here don't like me much. Oh well. And I never really did fit into this town. These good little girls make their mamas proud. But I drink too much and I cuss too loud, so I never did fit into this town. And I guess that I could probably see why they're looking down their nose at me from their middle class royalty. But me, I'm just a trailer park queen. Hey, me, I'm just a trailer park queen. folks just don't ever let you change. You get a reputation from the family name, and they all sign on the scandal page. Some folks just don't ever let you change. So I guess that I could probably see why they're looking down their nose at me. Might be middle class royalty, but me, I am a trailer park queen. Hey, me, I am a trailer park queen. Hey. So I sit on my throne in my double wide, and I'll live right up to my stereotype. This is how I've been, and it's how I'll be, and I'll wear the crown they gave to me. And I guess that I could probably see why they're looking down their nose at me. They might be middle class royalty, but me, I am the trailer park queen. Hey, me, I am a trailer park queen. You know me, I'm just a trailer park queen.
Very nice.
There it is.
Now, one more time, give them your website.
It's SavannahChestnutMusic.com. I'm also on Facebook, Savannah Chestnut Music. You can find a station of, I just got onto Pandora recently, so you can find Pandora station, Savannah Chestnut. Search my name, it'll come up.
Great.
That's cool.
Spotify and iTunes.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And you can, we got her CD here, right?
Yep.
So we're putting her into the rotation in the mix
Yep.
coming up, what, a day or so?
Couple days, yeah.
Couple of days.
Yay.
So you'll be able to listen to her also on WFMCJams.com. She'll be in rotation, so turn that on anyways. We got a lot of great artists, a lot of great people. I mean, we've got
And it's growing more and more every day.
tons and tons of great stuff on there. And Savannah's going to be a part of that here in a day or so when we get her stuff into the mix and in rotation. So make sure you, if you got a laptop at work or at home or whatever, turn it on, play it, leave it on all day. That's just the way I say. Just put WFMC Jams on, just leave it on all day. Heat FM radio, just leave it on all day. Great stuff between two stations. It helps support the what I call the blue collar artists that are out there trying to make it eating hamburgers from McDonald's every night, trying to get their stuff on the radio. Some of them have made it. Most of them are on the verge of making it. This young lady's got a great future ahead of her.
I agree.
I saw that when she was with Randy. I wish I could have spent more time on the station tonight, but just craziness is going on. So I do miss it. We'll have to have her back on so I can maybe sit down and talk to her a little more. But
She's on to bigger and better things now. She's on our show now.
We launched her
I'll be
career.
back around.
Yeah, we launched her career, so
I'll
now
come
she's going to
back
go
around.
play Pizza Hut tomorrow. She's moving step up there. She's got the salad buffet.
Next week's guest is Carney Royal.
Okay.
And again, I want to do another quick shout out for the March 10th show for the Johnny Moore show.
Yes.
Again, you can get your tickets, $12 a piece, through the website at www.palacetheatercrossville.com. The phone number there is 931-484-6133. And you can order tickets that way. Again, the lineup is Anthony Woodbright, Parker Presley, Johnny G. Moore, myself, and I have was told Sunday that more than likely Tommy Cash will also be a big part of the show. So
good.
It's going to be a great show no matter how you look at it.
And I got to do a shout out. This is coming up April 29th. Let's just go ahead and make an advance notice on that. The Southern Rock Cares Cancer Charity Event is having their first Shrimp Fest for cancer. It's in Gadsden, Alabama. You can. It's a poker run. You can buy tickets, but you can go online and check them out. Let me give you the web address. It's very small in my deal here.
Need bigger glasses?
No, I just need better writing in there. You can go to it is southernrockcares.com to find out more information. Charlie Allen and the band, I'll be down there performing. There's Mark Herndon from Alabama, the drummer for Alabama, will be down there. A bunch of great bands are going to be there. So for a great cause, come on down to Gadsden, Alabama. It's not that far away from here, from Nashville. So come on down and check it out. And then we'll be down there having a good time. But there is tickets, and there's a poker run, and it's all for a good cause. If you know anyone that's suffering from cancer or has passed on, like my mom has passed on from cancer, please be a part of it one way or another. So what else you got, Jason?
Very little.
Well, we knew that going in, but all right. So,
Savanna, again, thank you very much for filling in.
Thanks so much for having me back.
I was glad to have you here.
The true test is she'll come back after this. She's a trooper.
She's something.
Yeah.
We wish you the very best of luck, and we both pretty much see that you got a bright future ahead of you. So
thank you.
Your future's so bright you got to wear shades.
Oh, okay.
Wow. Well, again, keep it up. You're doing a great job. You're doing a great job. You have your own sound, your own style, which is important in today's business. Everyone tries to sound like the next guy or gal, and you're different. And it's the thing to do. And you got a beautiful guitar to go along with it. So you got to make it, right? So
we'll see.
We wish you the best of luck. Just remember, when you make it, you can hang one of your platinum albums on the wall. We'd love to have that. But we're just glad you're part of the team. We wish you the best. Anything that we can do, or Chris FM out there at heatfm.com, we'd just do anything we can to promote you guys. There's the CD. We're going to get in rotation. Yeah. Buy her stuff. Help her out. Find out where she's at. She gave you the website and the Pandora. Find out where she's at. Listen to her music.
Definitely.
And support her.
If she's in the area or vicinity of any place that you are at in the listening area, be sure to go check her out and watch a show. You're not going to be disappointed. Another great artist right here, and we're glad she's here.
Yep. All right, Savanna, thank you so much. We'll let you get off the stage. With
Thanks,
that,
guys.
We're going to say goodnight to everybody. Stay tuned. Randy and his guest from Nashville Night will be up here real shortly. Check out the Facebook page because he always does a little live intro, so check that out. And then we will be back with you next week, the next Midnight Madness show. With that, for Jason, the Hillbilly Heartthrob, Brian, our IT guru genius, and myself, Mark, the DJ Doctor, we wish you good night.
Thank you again, Mr. DJ Doctor and Hillbilly Heartthrob. That was the Midnight Madness Show with Savanna Chestnut. Be sure to go check her out. She is on SavannahChestnutMusic.com. Oh, wow. What's going on there? Okay, there we go. So doing three things here at once. Stick around. We got the Nashville Night Show coming up. It won't be on this stream. This stream's fixing to drop off. But David Menenberg is the guest this week on Nashville Night. So wherever you're listening at, whether it be on YouTube or Facebook, stick around. Like us on our Facebook page, Nashville Songwriters Radio Network, and WFMC Jams. And that's on Facebook, and also WFMC Jams on YouTube for our YouTube viewers. We're going to have Nashville Night coming up in a minute. We'll have that link up in just a few minutes once we go live. So stick around, like those pages, and be sure to check out Savanna when she's in your area or buy her music. So thanks again, guys, and we'll see you shortly here in a few minutes.